Good evening. I am Rayanne Evans, Executive Director of Breast Cancer Resource Center. BCRC continues to be proud of the support we provide to the metastatic breast cancer community. Our support groups fill a need for information, community, and support. And to quote a client, these groups are connected at the heart, serving as lifelines for each other. I know and appreciate the special bonds formed by the community we create in our support groups. Putting this remembrance event together is so meaningful, and sharing this with you is such a privilege. Thank you for being with us. And now I'd like to turn it over to Diana Petrick. Diana, as many of you may know, was a former patient navigator with Breast Cancer Resource Center. She's our current volunteer coordinator. And for many years, she's been a member of the Stevens Ministry with her church. So I'm going to turn it over to Diana now as your host for the evening.
Thanks, Rayanne, and thank you so much for joining us this evening. My name is Diana Petrick, and I'm joined by my colleague, Kirsten Sorensen, Program Manager at the BCRC. We welcome all of you tonight, whether you've lost a family member or friend recently or not. And we believe that honoring those we have lost is a validation not only of their lives, but of their place in our hearts. For grief can only be experienced if we have loved the person who has died. And that love puts us out there to feel the pain and the huge loss their absence has caused. We know that grief causes the brain to release a vast amount of cortisol, which causes us to be more susceptible to illness, stress, and depression. We can become highly annoyed by petty things. Our heart rate goes up and sadness can overcome us. Our sleep is disrupted and we can experience brain fog and memory loss. These symptoms are perfectly normal and commonly experienced, but working through these symptoms can take time. But there's things we can do. Many benefit from talk therapy or physical exercise, talking to a friend about the one we have lost, the memories of good times, or even the last days if we've had the privilege to be there at the end. John Mark Green said, "Words seem so feeble in moments like these. Life is so precious and death such a thief. The depths of your pain I cannot comprehend, but I'll stand alongside you in the darkness, my friend. Love is a bond that death cannot part, gone from your arms, but still in your heart." We hope that you find this space safe and comforting tonight. Please know that we offer you time at the end for solitude and reflection. I will do several readings, and you'll be able to view a chronicle honoring these courageous women who have died. But we will also remember how they have lived with tenacity, purpose, and grace. Let us begin. Tributes can be healing, and we'd like to offer you a chance to honor your loved one. We'll take a few minutes and give you the opportunity to gather your thoughts and type them into the chat box. These tributes will be read aloud later on in the ceremony. Please do this now, which will allow you to remain focused during the next half hour. She Is Gone by David Harkins. You can shed tears that she is gone, or you can smile because she has lived. You can close your eyes and pray that she will come back, or you can open your eyes and see all that she has left. Your heart can be empty because you can't see her, or you can be full of the love that you shared. You can turn your back on tomorrow and live yesterday, or you can be happy for tomorrow because of yesterday. You can remember her and only that she is gone, or you can cherish her memory and let it live on. You can cry and close your mind, be empty and turn your back, or you can do what she would want. Smile, open your eyes, love, and go on. How Do We Go On by John Mark Green. How do we go on after the unthinkable happens? How can we carry the burden of knowing the world can be cruel and dangerous? The future is so unpredictable. How do we grieve with empty arms and a head filled with echoing memories? We are stronger than we know, and this is how we show it. Holding each other, giving comfort in the midst of pain, loving more fiercely through our actions and the little things we say, making the world just a little bit better every single day, never taking life for granted, knowing that it can be snatched away. This world may bring deep darkness, but we are the bearers of light, We'll join our flames together and shine in the blackest of nights. In Blackwater Woods by Mary Oliver. Look, the trees are turning their own bodies into pillars of light, are giving off the rich fragrance of cinnamon and fulfillment. The long tapers of cattails are bursting and floating away over the blue shoulders of the ponds. And every pond, no matter what its name is nameless now. Every year, everything I have ever learned in my lifetime leads back to this. The fires in the Black River of Loss, whose other side is salvation, whose meaning none of us will ever know. To live in this world, you must be able to do three things: to love what is mortal, to hold it against your bones, knowing your life depends on it. When the time comes, to let it go. We'd like to read the chats now from the tributes that you've submitted via the chat box. There's a couple. We hope that you continue to populate this because we'd like to include them for the rest of the ceremony. But we've got something from Kenya Johnson. To my godmother, Marion Houston, you are forever in our hearts. Rest peacefully. Give my mom, Vanita Venardo, lots of hugs and kisses from me. Love, Kenya Johnson. And from Elaine Gonzalez, I'm so happy to be honoring our beautiful clients today. They were amazing, courageous women. I'm blessed to have known them, and I will miss them. Our shared tributes will start now from friends and family. Frances Patch. Frances's beautiful smile will be missed at our Ivy League meetings. She was a friend to everyone. She had such an infectious laugh, found joy in the simplest things, and exuded such positive energy. Rebecca Lowe Bertrand. Rebecca was filled with gratitude for her husband, Sam, and the time they had together, and for the many sisters she met along the way. Catherine Robertson. Catherine was a beautiful spirit. She had a motto, not today, that kept her calm and focused, even through rough times. Nancy Jacobs. She was such a kind woman with such a heart of gold. She loved the puppies and kittens that she fostered and was always willing to take more into her home. We loved hearing the stories that she would recant about the mischief they would get into. Rosanna Otten. Rosanna was passionate, fierce, and always motivated. She was such a lovely person. She lived her life with purpose. We have a few readings that we would like to conclude with. But before we go, please know that you can continue submitting your chats in the chat box, and we will get to them. Feast on It by Cleo Wade. Your healing is on its way to you. Have you made room for its arrival? Turn on the lights, turn up the music, let it know that you are home, that you are ready for your new day, that you believe your new day belongs to you. You deserve your healing. Feast on it. We will close with one last reading, but as we go, please know that we express sorrow for your loss. It is our loss as well. These wonderful women trusted us and came to the BCRC when they were at their most vulnerable. The BCRC is privileged to have played even a small part of their lives. Take your time leaving our site tonight. Our music will continue after the reading for several minutes. Allow yourself space to just be and to remember. Crossing the Bar by Alfred Lord Tennyson. Sunset and evening star and one clear call for me. And may there be no moaning of the bar when I put out to sea. But such a tide as moving seems asleep, too full for sound and foam, when that which drew from out of the boundless deep turns again home. Twilight and evening bell, and after that the dark. And may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. For though from out our bourne of time and place, the flood may bear me far, I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar. We have one last chat from Mary Ellen Rogers. So many beautiful souls that we have lost from our Ivy League group that I have had an absolute honor of knowing.